Oh.
Hey, so smoking mirrors uncut. Listen, it's smoking mirrors. Raw uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. It's smoking mirrors. Raw uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. Yeah. It's smoking mirrors. Raw uncut, it's smoking mirrors. You know what's up. It's smoking mirrors. You know you hear us. Listen, smoking mirrors be the station. Them boys uncut raw, no hesitation. Just tune in, the vibes are so amazing. It's all real talk here, that's word to Jason. Shout out to JD, the boys on the mission. Gunning for the number one spot, pay attention. Knocking out the competition, Sonny listen. In Detroit, serving game like a piston. Shot pop, jump shot, all net with a feeling. The squad set it off, cause a ride in the building. Syndicates to bad, this ain't suited for the children. And talking cheap when they speak, you see millions. Turn it up one time. If you looking for smoke, then pull it up online. It's right there. Look in the mirror, first glance, it's quite clear. That B-more got me scared like a nightmare. They blowing smoke to any city, take a flight there. And guaranteed to ring bells like a bike fair. Then Debo the whole set, they don't fight fair. Cause smoking mirrors gaining buzz like a light year. You know? Raw uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. Smoking mirrors, raw uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. Yeah, smoking mirrors, raw uncut, smoking mirrors, you know what's up. It's smoking mirrors, you know you hear us.
Smoking Mirrors podcast.
I was muted up.
I saw your mouth moving. I'm like,
yeah.
Dude, they gonna unmute his mic?
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Smoking Mirrors Uncut. We starting off on fire already.
Yes, sir.
On fire.
It's your boy Jay Lee. We got your boy B-more. And we got your boy Detroit.
Oh, you can.
We were supposed to have Deep Thought here today. I don't know what happened. He might pop up on this a little later. We'll see. But we're gonna kick it off anyway. We try to start on time.
Mm-hmm.
So we told the masses 8 o'clock. We're gonna start at 8.
Man,
so
8.
Yeah. I know that we talked about hold on. So what we doing here? Let
me ask y'all this, man. Like, let's be transparent. All right, let's be upfront. All right. So before the show started, we have like a pre-meeting, everybody, and so once we got on the stream, no one could see what's going on except us, right? So I unmute my mic. I turn my mic up, and I hear all this noise, yelling and screaming at each other, bickering. Yo, Jay Lee and B-more argued. This argument went on for like 10, 15 minutes. I don't really know. Look, I have no stake in the claim of what the hell just went down, right? Please explain to me what the fuck was going on. So like what the hell was going on, man? Because if y'all had boxing gloves, I swear I would have threw them in there and let y'all go at it.
It was some stupid shit, honestly.
So, you saw the message I sent earlier when I said, I told you I was going straight from work, coming straight here, setting up, because you said 7:30. I said I get here at 7:30. So that's why we decided 8 o'clock. So I got here, straight here, set up, got everything ready to rock and roll for y'all. And that's why I sent the text. It's up and running, waiting on y'all. Sent that text out. So while I'm sitting there waiting for y'all, I'm handling my business, getting my food ready, this, that, handling business. And, when you get home, you got to settle in a little bit. You don't just jump into stuff. So this dude, B-more, gets on some, oh, I'm here. You said you ready. You ain't even ready. That instantly triggered. That just triggered. And it triggered me because I just felt like I felt unappreciated. That's why I kind of like snapped. Because it's like I did all of this, got home, and then you're gonna come at me like you ain't ready. Like, bro, if this you wouldn't be able to log in if I wasn't ready to start. You wouldn't have been able to get on. I set it up so we can be ready. So that's why I kind of like lost it, a little bit.
I mean, that's probably the first time I ever heard your octaves, your octave was a little high. Like you were snapping out. I was actually laughing. Like I was laughing, like, yo, like, listen to this dude. Like he's really mad. Like he's mad.
Because listen, and this is the crazy part. Listen, this is the crazy part, bro. Like everybody know me as a real calm dude. But I got a trigger, bro, and people don't see that side of me where it's like, all right, everybody think like I moved a certain way all the time, bro. Like if you see it, you'll know. You'll know. It's just and that was just a trigger for me because I hate feeling like I'm unappreciated for the things that I do. Yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah, so, I was like, my man Jay is big mad right now.
I was mad. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what the hell B-More do this stuff?
But listen, me and B-More go back and forth all the time. Like, and I never get to that because we just go back and forth. But that was a trigger for me, bro, because nobody likes feeling unappreciated.
Yeah.
So we good now, B. What's your side of the story,
I
B?
mean, I'm always good. I don't even need to tell my side. I think he's
tell it. Like, tell it.
Because I think everything is encapsulated in what you said. You got mad. That's why it went where it went. It'd never went there if you didn't get mad. You know what I mean? So that's really all it was. What I said to you was, I mean, I'm you know me. I'm a smart mouth. I'm a smart ass. I'm gonna say some shit to you, and then I also know it was coming because I've been chipping away at you lately too. Because you've been giving it. I feel like you've been giving excuses about why you can't do certain things, and I'm just like, yo, there's no excuses. We can either do it or we can't do it. So I kind of felt like it was headed that way anyway. Yeah. And that was the tip of the iceberg. So I was just like,
you've been nipping at my ankles. You've been nipping at my ankles. And it's just been like, all right, this, okay. And it's like, and honestly, bro, it's like it's just like a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for what we do to try to, as all of us being working men, to try to do these podcasts. And then, people expect to hear from us, but people know I'm busy, but people don't really understand when I say I'm busy. Like I run a company that's open 24/7 a day. I have calls that come in nonstop. Aside from that, I have my photography company. I had this, I'm always moving. I'm always moving. Like from the time I wake up to the time I lay my head down, get about 4 hours sleep, I'm back up again doing it. So if anybody come at me like, oh, you ain't been doing nothing, or you ain't did this, or I'm like, bro, I'm only one man.
I didn't say that.
One man. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you specifically said that, but I'm saying it's just like, if anybody come at me on an angle, like even my wife, she has a whole list of stuff for me to do in the house, but she knows that I only can do so much. Right. And it's certain times when I get home where sometimes I just want an hour to relax, or maybe 2 hours just to relax and chill and not worry about nothing. Yeah. And I think that even if we approach this, even us as black men, working black men, a lot of people don't know the pressures that we have on us to be accomplishments, to be successful, to especially as a man, to hold down your family. It's a lot on you. And then sometimes you get to that point where you are ready to snap,
Why do you think I nip at you then? Why do you think I do that? In all honesty, knowing me, why you think sometimes I say certain shit to you? You think I said? I mean, you were saying I'm inconsiderate before this, but when we break it all down, is that what you really think it is? When I'm saying whatever I'm saying to you,
to a certain level, I think so. I think sometimes that and I'm not saying that you are intentionally trying to be inconsiderate. I'll put it like that because I know you, my boy. We all boys. I know you would not intentionally try to be inconsiderate to me. But I just think that sometimes we just forget on what's on a person's table. Outside of us getting on this podcast and doing this. What are you going to do after you get off? what's on his agenda, you know. Like I spend my breaks on my laptop calling customers. My breaks, my lunch breaks. You know, like this is what I'm doing, bro. You know.
Well, I don't think either one of us misunderstand that because I'm pretty sure me and Detroit doing stuff too.
That's
We
fact.
doing stuff. We doing stuff too.
And,
So
and I'm not discounting what y'all, but I'm just
But what he said, be more the way you did it was inconsiderate because of I don't think you thought about what his daily life is like. Even though you were nipping at him, you know what I'm saying? Like I think he feels like you don't know his daily schedule. You know he's busy, but at the same time, you don't know how busy he actually is. So when you came out with that, you ain't ready. You know what I mean? He just did 12 hours. He's been doing 12 hours for the past 2 weeks. You know what I mean? On top of the other hours with his other businesses. And for you to, you know what I mean? Like you said, you was nipping at his ankle. And that was just that string that, that was that little string right there.
Well, you feel how you feel. I never disregarded how you feel. But I don't think I ever look at things where I'm not looking at what you do or what you don't do. You know what I mean? Now, y'all both know I'm very blunt. I'm very direct. Like, we either doing this or we ain't. To me, what I and you never answered, but the reason why I say what I say to either one of y'all is because ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses. We either doing this or we ain't. Y'all know. I done told y'all plenty of times. I'm 100% or no percent. You know what I mean? I don't really like doing stuff halfway. So when I say certain things, I say I'm pushing. Yo, you can give more. Y'all gotta think of where I came from. What I did, you know what I mean? In the Marines, one of the stories I told y'all, I thought I couldn't give no more. Guess what happened? I had more. I had plenty more. So I might could find a better way to say whatever it is I'm saying or to get at what I'm trying to get at. But I think both of y'all know me enough to know where I'm coming from. Or at least I thought I did. How about that?
Not today. Not today. Not today.
I mean, and you're right. Everybody could always give more, but it's like to what sacrifice? Okay, perfect example. I knew this was probably the prime day for us to do a podcast. So a job that I was supposed to do, I sidebarred to another day. So now that's going to get the job that I was supposed to do the next day is going to get sidebar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what I have to sacrifice a certain amount of things to make this happen. So yes, I can give more, but what am I neglected to give more? So I have to analyze what do I do? What do I prioritize?
Yeah, prioritize. Yeah.
That's all it's about. So I mean, I got off last night after 12 hours, worked another 4 hours, and then went home. You know, like this is what I do, bro. You know, so all I say is, I mean, I know, like I said, I know it wasn't meant that way, but I took it that way.
I mean, I don't know. You saying I'm inconsiderate. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you feel that way, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question. And since we're talking almost about accountability, right? Do you think do you think as black men we do that for each other? We make each other accountable for our actions or inactions?
No, we don't. I think we do in certain aspects, but I think that we should do it more, honestly. We should all hold each other to a higher standard. And that's why we end up in the predicaments we ended in our own community, because we don't hold each other to a certain standard.
Yeah. Kind of like, I guess, birds of a feather flock together, right?
Yeah.
If you're not holding each other accountable for your actions, we all gonna do the same dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think because a lot of times you don't want to hurt a person's feelings, or you just, I mean, sometimes some people just don't care. They just like, oh, that's his life. He do what he want to do, you know?
Yeah. What's your feelings on that, B? You guys think on that?
I don't agree with that, actually. I think we do hold each other accountable. Now, I think it's a little bit of both, like what you said too. Like us, we hold each other accountable, right? I'm pretty sure other brothers and friends that we know, we hold ourselves accountable. So as a whole, like what we talking about? Are we talking about people in the street? You know what I mean? Like that's doing negative stuff. Like it's so much to that question, really, so much depth to that question. But I think I think we do hold one another accountable.
All right. I mean, I can say the same thing. I'm gonna say as my inner circle, yes. I mean, the friends I keep, yes. I mean, the friends I keep, I'm sure that I want them to hold me accountable, because if I'm slipping, I want y'all to say I'm slipping, and vice versa. But there are some young people out there that you can tell that their friends don't hold them accountable because they act the same way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you a little bit too, Jake. Like, I think if more young people or more older people too, they hold their friends and their circle more accountable, maybe certain things wouldn't happen in this world or in certain communities.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I think it takes a. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think it takes a certain person also to do that. Like I'm really, really starting to learn that. Like I've known it for a while, and I expect people to act a certain way, but some people just don't have it in them.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, I think if you align yourself with those type of people from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Like when we met, right? When we met 15 years ago, right? I already knew that our personalities will align because of how you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to someone else who I might have met at the job too. That I'm like, nah, me and him are not alike. Like we can't be friends.
Right. Right. You was on your Deborah Cox.
Yeah, I was on my Deborah Cox. You know what I mean? We can't be friends. We can't have it. We just can't. So, and that's why my circle is small, man. Like my crew is small, man. It's hard for, I try to let people in, but if you're not aligned with people that I am aligned with, it just ain't going to work. And I'm gonna know that within the first minute or two. You know what I mean? Who you really are. So
right. Yeah.
Oh, what up, man?
What's up, Deep Thought?
What's up, Three Kings? I apologize for my lateness. My email was all jammed up, bro. I couldn't get to my email.
You gotta stop being so popular.
You trying to find that Cuban links you got on?
I got joke. I feel
you. So Deep Thought, you just came in and you kind of missed the question that Troy presented to us, and he was saying that we as men, do we hold each other accountable for our actions?
I think we judge each other for our actions. I don't think we hold accountability for our actions. For each other's actions. I think we sit back and judge the other ones, but I don't think, as far as really say, okay, you are supposed to do this, like go to that person, like, look, you haven't realized what you're doing. You need to, change up your game plan. We just probably like, well, if that's the type of person you are, then that's not the person that I need to fuck with.
Right.
But I don't think we actually go to that person, because sometimes that person may not know. But then again, that person may be just who they are.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then. Do you think people tend to be followers rather than leaders?
Oh, most definitely.
I believe a good portion. If there was a number to put to it, as far as like a percentage, I would say a good 55 to 60% people are just followers. And don't even have the desire to lead. I do believe that.
What would be your percentage, Troy?
Well, as far as followers to leaders?
Yeah, who said 55? That was you, right?
That was Deep Thought.
No, but somebody echoed it. I thought it said 55.
Nah,
I missed that.
I think it might be higher, honestly.
I think it's higher too.
I think it's higher. I think the vast majority of people are followers. Nobody blazes their own trail. Like people are afraid to blaze their own trail and go against the grain. If everybody else doing it, I'm gonna do it. If everybody wearing Gucci belts, let me go get a Gucci belt.
Gucci belt.
Them belts is ugly, yo. Them belts is ugly. Why you want that
And-
big old symbol in the front like you a cowboy? What's going on, bro?
and then they're gonna pay how much for it? I mean, I don't even know how much they are because I
Yeah,
would
me
never
neither.
buy one. But I know,
Yeah.
I know it's elite. I know it's over 100. I know
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. But
Where
why?
I could go to Walmart and get a $20. I had this belt for I don't know how many years.
And it's
Matter of
lasting,
fact,
right?
when I lost weight, I poked more holes in it, so I didn't have to buy a new one.
It's my belt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep using it.
Yeah. It's just the world we live in. It's a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
You know, what's the newest wave? What's the newest fad? You know, oh, let me do that too. You
Yeah.
know.
I think I might have echoed that number was high. Now
I
what?
thought that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought it was
what could
high.
we- I mean, it's a high number. I was just thinking out loud. To be honest with you, like what could we do as far as developing more leader types? Like, is it something that we could do as parenting, right? Is it something we could do as parents to help them develop more at a younger age, to develop more leaders, to develop more independent minds, so we don't have so many followers, right? So we don't have so many people that's hoping for someone else to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta instill that. We gotta instill that in our children's minds. You gotta instill that. Like, be different. Don't be afraid to be different. You know, you ain't gotta do what they doing. You know, this is why a lot of our kids fall into these issues and they get in trouble and this because they following behind this guy. You know, if you see your boy doing this, and it ain't the right way, you go the other way. You know,
Yeah.
Don't stay with him just because that's your homie. You know, or this no snitch policy. Oh, I'm not gonna tell him, my boy, man, you do something wrong, I'm telling everybody. I'm not trying to do time for you. Like, nah, we cool and all, but nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. I'm snitching.
Yeah.
I done grown too fond of pussy to sit there and not even go to jail for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm telling.
Nah,
I'm telling.
I'm not going down with you, bro. I'm not.
Yeah.
You see JD, what's up, JD?
What up, Jers?
Yo, JD.
He said he thinks it's impossible to generalize. Some people only hold certain people in their lives accountable and don't worry about the rest. True. I also think a lot of times people hold their friends accountable for the wrong stuff instead of positive things. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Definitely.
So why do we do that? Why do we see a person in our crew, right? They're doing something wrong and we're holding that up. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but most of the time, right? We're holding that up. But when they do something positive, I'm not saying us.
Right.
I'm saying maybe what I see, they do something positive, it doesn't get the same effect. Why is that?
I know this one. Can I get this one?
Go ahead.
Deep thought.
Well, in my opinion, the reason why we do it is because of the fact is, well, let's not say we, but I say as those like us or have the same physical characteristics of us, do it because they try to pull them down is because of the fact is when another person's success happens, it forces others to watching to self-realize that they're fucking up, they're failing. So instead of them, their egos are so strong. Instead of them wanting to pause and listen and maybe recreate themselves to their benefit, like the person who's elevated, they'd rather say, "Nah, I'm good. F him. We don't need to buy none of his stuff because I know he's dirty, he's lying, he's not truthful, or blah, blah, blah." Because their success forces other people to realize that they are not living up to their true potential.
Facts.
Yeah, it could be many things, but to touch on that also, kind of what you were saying before, like to change it, just like Lee said, it would have to be within. I think you got to get people young in that mindset and for one, everybody's not going to be a leader. That's one. Two, you have to get them young and thinking that they don't have to do everything else. But honestly, all of us play into societal norms. All of us do. You know what I mean? Like, I sent the picture out of how many people are up in the uproar about what's the name's son that changed into a girl?
Dwayne Wade, yeah.
Right? That's being different. And what we do a lot of times is we'll shun that. Oh man, you different. Like you different, we'll shun it, we'll do. Man, kids are cruel. Y'all know we grew up, you know, you had bullies, you came in there with, I'll never forget, I had like some ash wash jeans on or something like that one time. You got ash wash jeans? You're like, I don't know no different. I'm just young. This is what my mom could afford. So next thing you know, guess what? I don't want ash wash jeans.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we all play into this, and I think society as a whole kind of plays into, oh, you gotta be like everybody else. And I try to stay away from it as far as I can. Obviously, I'm still guilty of it myself, but
yeah, I think we're all pretty much guilty of that, right?
Yeah.
I think we agree. I think we agree with that.
What's up, Cuzzo?
What up?
Yeah.
What up?
Y'all saw where JD said he thinks sometimes it's because they don't want to feel left behind or feel like they're not doing as good. You know, that crabs in the barrel type stuff. Now we can't say crabs in the barrel too much because B-More don't agree.
Yeah,
with
don't get B-More started. Don't get him started. But done started something.
but yeah, definitely. I feel the same way. I feel also as sometimes it's jealousy too. People don't want you to succeed and get past them, you know, or do better than them. Because like he said, they self-reflecting. They saying they ain't doing nothing with their life, so they want you on their same level. You know, you out there, you succeed and you start buying new houses and cars and stuff, and they still living in this type of place that they not happy in. You know, it's just it makes them depressed. So they like, well, misery loves company. You know.
That's true.
So they love to see you doing something bad or something that you shouldn't be doing, you know, and fall behind them.
Yeah.
Or with them on their level.
Yeah.
But it's the society. That's why it's nice. And like Troy said, you keep your circle small, keep your circle with like-minded people that we all want to build each other up and see each other do better. Even if they nipping at your ankles constantly, getting on your nerves. You know, it's part of the process. Like I said, trust the process, right? Trust the process.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what it is. Definitely.
Well, don't let yourself get too small, because sometimes you gotta let yourself shine. You gotta let your light illuminate. You don't want that circle to be too small where just that only little community get to see it. I mean, you gotta sometimes what you do, they might not directly tell you that they appreciate what you're doing to your face, but some people have been changing their lives quietly because of what you do. And how you're doing it.
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
But you know what? They're doing it, and they're actually using you as a model sometimes. You're right to do that.
Yeah, that quiet example. You're a quiet example for them.
Yeah, but it is also dope if you let that person know that you're helping them. They're watching the moves you're making. You know, because that helps them to keep going, to keep pushing, to even be a better example to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know. So but yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. So we had a little thing going on Facebook where I posted. It was a funny meme to me. To me, it was funny. I didn't know it was going to trigger B-More's mom, but but it did.
I don't think it did. She's naturally.
Well, I won't say it made her mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, she brought up. I think she actually brought up kind of a valid point to talk about. Honestly, let me see I forget what it was. So basically, it was saying that Giselle was really divorcing Tom Brady because he had a job.
All right, so let me ask you this: is that true though? Do we actually know they're filing for divorce?
They are. It's official. Like they are going through the process. They are living separately. And they are in the process of trying to figure out how to divide their assets. Because I think wherever they live at, I forget what state they live in.
They live in
Florida. Florida. Yeah. You have to divide your assets equally. Now, mind you, they say that she's probably worth more than he's worth.
Yeah, she was already worth more than him prior to them getting together.
Yes. Yeah. So they have to figure all that out. But people were saying that like she actually did say that she's divorcing him because basically he said he was going to stop and he did.
Because what the meme says, he has a job.
Yeah. JD's gonna jump in her inbox too. Go ahead, JD, handle that. Yeah. But I mean, it's a shame because I mean, they said that she's a great mom and he's a great dad. But I think that honestly, it was wrong for her to tell him to quit. Like me myself, I can't see if somebody is if my spouse enjoys their job. Yeah, he's not spending as much time with his family, but they enjoy their job. Who am I to tell them to quit something that they love and that they live for every day? Did
she tell him to quit? Is that
what happened? She was public with it too. That's the thing I had a problem with. Like Jaden Wild, right? Yo, that's I mean, that's the issue I had with it. Like, she made it public. Like, Tom is kind of, I mean, he's Tom Brady, right? He likes to keep his stuff quiet, you know what I mean? Very intimate or whatever. And she made it public saying that she didn't want him to play. She wanted him to quit. He needed to spend more time at home, blah, 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 blah. So she made it public. So, of course, as making it public, us, TMZs, everybody else is going on and talk about it. You know
of course. Now, how would y'all feel if your spouse made a demand like that on you? Like, I mean, yes, he's towards the end of his career, but he got another year or two in him. I mean, he almost made this
easy.
Yeah, I mean, he almost made it to the Super Bowl last year.
I mean, easy. He has this year and that's it. Like,
no.
This year and that's it. He's done after this year.
Think so?
He's done.
I think so. Hey, he got many more years. He could probably take at least 60 the way everything's set up.
Okay, so Troy,
he's done.
Let's be realistic though. So
I'm being realistic.
If you want to talk about the top quarterbacks, would he make the top 5?
No, he's not in the top 5.
They still got him in the top 5.
No, they don't.
Bro,
he's in the top. He's in the top of the day. He's in the top 10, not in the top 5.
Really?
I can run you the top 5 right now.
I'm not talking about you, because me and you, I think we probably both agree, right? But everybody else still got him. And you know what they do with Tom? It's Tom Brady. Honestly, I think he's full of himself. If you ask me, I think he's full of himself. I think he can't quit. We all see some people they love something so much. He can't quit.
He can't quit.
What else are you trying to get? He's
like a dude that needs to have a girlfriend all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, football is his girlfriend all the time. Like, he can't quit her. He needs to be with her all the time. Like, he can't be by himself.
But why do you think he can't quit? Because I think the reason why he can't is not because he needs football, but I think he loves hearing that he's the GOAT. He loves competing. He loves hearing that he's the best and greatest ever. You know what I mean? Chris Collinsworth, I'm pretty sure is staying in his house with him right now.
Possibility.
I'm pretty sure.
It's possibility. Summer home. Possibility.
Along with other people.
So question, be more. How would you feel if Serena's husband told her to quit? Like, how would you? Now, mind you, she wrote it out to the end, so she was on her last leg, basically. And she's still considered the GOAT, still is the GOAT. But she could have retired a long time ago too, and she still wrote it out because she loves tennis. She enjoys tennis, being out there. I think we would be mad. It was like, oh, he making her quit. Like, I think we looking at it totally different.
I think it is different there, but on top of that, I don't know if you could, like, a lot of people will say she's a GOAT, whatever. But I'm like, how could you be the GOAT if you don't even have the top in most majors, or not majors? I forgot what they call them.
Grand Slams?
No, it's not Grand Slams. It's whatever it is. like title, but she don't have the most. She's not even tied. How could she be considered the GOAT?
I
You
think
see what I'm saying? Like you
when you
still
transform
she's
the
still
sport.
chasing something. She's still chasing something, and I think that's the difference. But Tom Brady, who is he chasing? Because
he
to
ain't
me,
got nothing
I
to
don't
prove.
care. I don't care. Well, to a lot of people, he don't. To a
Mm.
lot of people, he don't. But to me, he's still, well, that's a whole nother subject. But he ain't really got nothing to prove in football. Everybody think he the greatest. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, nobody will ever touch him. Like, what else? What else is there?
Well, I think he mentioned that in one interview. He was chasing Michael Jordan's championship record. That's what he was chasing. But I think it's more what you're saying and more what I've been thinking for the past couple of years. It's his own ego chasing his own ego.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he
Yes.
continued to go. Look, he retired for 45 days, right? He thought he was going to be home. He thought he was going to be a husband, thought he was going to be a father. And once he got home, he looked on ESPN and NFL Network, and they weren't talking about it. They weren't talking about Tommy. And I think
they were for
that
a
hurt.
bit.
Yeah, I think that hurt his ego a little bit. Like, damn, they ain't talking about me. Like, it's been 21 years and they always been talking about it. I need to go back. You know what, Giselle? I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm leaving now. I'm going back.
So much so that you willing to lose your wife? How long they been together?
I don't think he thought he was gonna lose her. I don't think he thought it would get to that point.
Well, if it's there,
or maybe he didn't care.
quit?
Maybe he actually sat there for 45 days and she got on his nerves.
That's
like,
a possibility too.
That's a possibility too. Definitely. But I'm saying all those years, you willing to give that up, bro? And I'm telling you right now.
We know this. We know this. B-More, we know this. Jay, Deep Thought, we all know this, right? To be at the top of your game, either sports, business, whatever, right? It's fucking lonely there. It's lonely there, right? You're going to miss birthdays. You're going to miss holidays. You're going to miss all this stuff because to reach a certain goal, you got to be selfish. You got to be thinking about self. And for the past 21, 23, 20, 24 years, that's all you thought about is self. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you think about Michael Jordan, right? Even though he gets on our nerves sometimes, just think about it, right? In the height of his career, he was basically by himself. He had no friends. You know what I mean? It's lonely at the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's lonely there. The only thing you have is you and yourself, and that's it. That's it. If you hear Kobe talk about all his stuff, and people talk about Kobe's practices and during the games or what, just the stuff he says, he's the same way. It's lonely at the top, and Tom Brady, he's no exception. And I think for Giselle, who dated someone like Tom Brady, whose ego is so, explosive and A-typish, right? I ain't gonna call him A-type. This A-typish.
Yeah.
For her to marry into that, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
A lot of those dudes don't stay married. They get divorces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because of how their personality is. And he's the same way. His makeup is the same way.
Bro, I'm with y'all. I'm with everything y'all saying. But I'm sorry. A man's ego is a big ego. A man's ego is something special. But a man's ego ain't got shit on a female's ego. That woman, she compares her $400 million compared to his $200 million, and she's trying to dictate shit. There's no reason. That's not like he plays baseball, where all those weeks of baseball. He plays about what? What is it? How many months? 6 months? Including,
he plays for 6 months. That's a yearly. That's a 365, 24/7 deal.
Yeah.
That's no 6 month deal. That's no 6 month deal. But she had to understand what she was getting herself into. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think she's just trying to
got to know the person before you marry her.
She's putting that pussy on a pedestal. She's putting that pussy on the pedestal, and she's gonna see if he gonna break.
I don't think that's what it is. Because if that's what it was,
He
she
would've
could have
stayed.
been did that.
Yeah, he would stay retired if that was the case.
But I'm saying I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm saying she is,
Uh,
and trying to
Yeah,
see how much power she has in the relationship.
I don't think so. I think she want them to be home. They got, I don't know how old their kids are, but I think
they
they're
got like
still young.
two or three
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
I
They're all
think
in
they're
their
still
teens. It
young.
look like.
You see
But
what I'm
obviously,
saying?
she don't
So,
want him to be home because she's getting a divorce. She don't want him to be home that bad. If she wanted to be home, she wouldn't be divorcing him,
Well, I think the
and they
divorce
wouldn't have
came
separate
because
houses.
I think the divorce came
So
because
you don't think anybody gets divorced because their spouse is gone too long?
right. That's what I was going to say.
You don't think that happens?
So she's trying to find
How
somebody
many
else.
years he was in the league? How many years was he in the league?
He's
20?
working on 20. He's working on about 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing until this point.
How you?
Well, they wasn't
Bro,
married the whole time.
Well, we don't.
Your
They
logic,
wasn't
your
married for
logic
20. They
ain't
wasn't
making
married
sense to
23
me,
years.
bro.
Yeah.
How long was the marriage?
But even if it was 23 years,
It's
you
like,
don't
what,
get
14,
tired of something
15, something
Yeah,
eventually.
like
about 14, something like
And all
that.
of a sudden
Yeah.
now you got a problem with it. I don't understand. You had what, 3 kids with the man?
I think she wanted him to retire like 2 years ago before he went down to Tampa.
Well, she had posted something saying, well, she was talking to somebody and she was saying how she basically put her life on hold for him. She put everything on hold.
It's all about her. Ain't about him. Ain't about
She did
family.
say that. She did say that.
It ain't about him or family.
And he made a promise to her that he would quit and be home, and he broke his promise.
Yeah, he broke his
I don't
promise.
know about
Us. He broke his promise.
So now she's mad.
I mean, she big mad.
Big
For
man.
sure.
But she broke
Yeah.
that promise.
I
Now
can't.
she gotta go
I'm
back to
usually
her
with you
girlfriend.
still, but I can't see your side of this, bro. I can't see your side of this at all. I can't see your side of this, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is what she said. She said, this is a very violent sport, and I have my children, and I would like him to be more present. I have definitely had those conversations with him over and over again, but ultimately I feel that everybody has to make a decision that works for them. He needs to follow his joy too.
Dang, there you go.
Now, I know in the past she said before he went down to Tampa, she was worried about his health. You know what I'm saying? Worried about the concussion stuff and all that. Football is a very, very violent sport, so she's worried about his health and how will he be when the kids get older and then they have grandkids and blah blah.
So this is my question. I mean, he's still going to be playing football. He's still her baby father. So she going to stop worrying about his health? What's the divorce going to change? She's not going to be with him.
Well, yeah. So it changed that concern. That concern is no longer hers.
Oh, it's going to still be there. If she actually really loved him.
I mean, it might.
If she actually really loved him,
I think as far as like day to day taking care of him or whatever. Say if he has so many concussions that she needs to be day to day being there. That's not her concern anymore.
It's not her concern.
You know what I mean?
But he's a quarterback. He's not a running back.
It doesn't matter. They get concussions too, my guy. You saw Tua.
I mean, I know. I see, but again, he's Tom Brady. He's Tom Brady. They don't really let people touch him.
Yeah, they don't touch Brady.
Oh, but when he gets hit, he gets hit.
They don't touch nobody in this league. I don't know what y'all talking about. I couldn't tell you the last hit I've seen with somebody just like, ooh, that shit don't happen no more. Ain't nobody getting hit in this league. Definitely not the quarterbacks. But I definitely feel, I mean, even when you talk about Tua, that was like, oh, he kind of slung him down. And I actually think if we were still hitting, he probably wouldn't even hit his head. He'd have just ran over top of him, and that would have been it. But that's neither here nor there. But I kind of feel like Brady gonna get popped this year, and somebody gonna get fined for it. I kind of feel like that, bro.
Yo, Zell might have a bounty out on my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He might put a bounty out on him.
I don't know. This divorce might trigger him. He gonna go off now. He gonna go off.
He about to throw his arm out. That's what he's about to do. About to throw that shoulder out.
Exactly.
Oh,
He's yelling at everybody else. You see him throwing them passes in the dirt? I was like, oh boy. I was like, oh boy.
But also to kind of go back what we were saying about B-More's mom, she had brought up she had brought up her being a stay-at-home mom. That is a job, and we all understand that 100%. I don't think that was actually in question. I think women that stay home and take care of children, that is a full-time job. You know, taking care, making sure everybody's good, making sure the house is good. I don't know how much she does because she's a millionaire. So
Nanny's here.
I mean, let's just be real. I can't compare her to a regular everyday mom like y'all moms. I can't compare her to y'all moms. There's no comparison. She's a millionaire. She got maids. She got cleaners. She got this. So
she might.
I mean,
does she? I would assume.
You think they don't have a maid, bro? They don't have a cook.
Yes, they do.
600 million.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh yeah.
They got a couple of them on rotation.
I didn't say they didn't, but I couldn't. Yeah. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying she don't cook and clean. Yeah, but I'm saying
she don't have to.
She has a lot more than what y'all moms had. That's all I'm saying.
You
know. Yeah. So
I agree.
So I don't feel bad for her staying at home.
Nah, not one bit. At all. Not an ounce.
At all.
Hey man, it's like the post said, stay toxic, kings, right?
Yeah.
What you about to say, B-More? What you about to say?
I wouldn't feel sorry for her even if she wasn't as rich. You see what I'm saying? Like a stay-at-home mom is nothing to feel sorry about, I don't think. Especially if you got somebody that's taking care of home like that. I don't feel sorry for you either. Y'all both putting y'all work in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
And I'm also wondering, did Tom Brady tell her to stay home or was that her choice?
It's probably, I don't know. I would think it was her choice, probably.
I would think it was her choice. I can't see him like saying, "Oh, just stop doing what you're doing."
Right, you know? right.
But can I ask a question? How in the world can you stay home and you still be worth $400 million? That's
your product is out there selling. That's why.
Yeah. My God, that's the best at-home job in the world.
Yeah.
But most of her product is overseas. Like that's where most of her product is. So she's getting that overseas money.
But that 400 million in USD dollars.
Yeah. So imagine what it's like over there. I mean,
oh man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And why don't she just say she want to be like Will Smith and them have an open marriage? Fuck. Have one of them what is it called? Entanglement.
Entanglement.
You're going left with it. You're going everywhere.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, brothers. I'm sorry, Three Kings. I'm bugging. Go ahead. I know.
So
you know how I get.
So we got about 12 minutes left, but I can't let this thing go. I can't let this episode go without bringing up.
Oh, here we go.
No. You don't know. No, I'm not. This is a travesty that happened.
The travesty that now you're not the head of household. Is that what we're talking about?
Hold on. Is
that what we're talking about?
Hold on.
Big up to Nikki. Big up, Nick. Big up.
I'm always gonna be the head of household. Let's get that
right. I hope she's listening. Let's go.
Let's get that right. Even if I gotta work 8 more jobs. The head of household.
He said, whatever I gotta do. Whatever I gotta do.
I'm gonna catch her one day. Yeah, definitely congrats to my wife on her new promotion. Definitely, she doing big things. Definitely,
yes, sir.
But the travesty I was talking about is your boy Udoka, man. Your boy Udoka.
I'm sorry.
Your boy Udoka, man. Why?
Because
Why?
Hey.
Matter of fact, let me. Why?
Nice.
Hey, deep thought, man. I know you got your, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, Reed.
May I? You know, my words are kind of controversy.
Go ahead.
Hey, brother, I don't want to visit Udoka. Mad respect, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man. He is who he is. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man. Not everybody is that man to sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to sit there and settle down. Even if it's purple thong, Nia Long. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you're still a man. I don't give a darn. You already got it. You already conquered that meat. You got freshman now. The chick that he did it with, but hey, you're a man. You really can't fault a man for being true to his loins. Not every man is marriage material. Not every man doesn't scratch their arms when they hear the word matrimony. And they weren't married.
Nah, 10 years engaged.
So,
dang.
That's not even engagement. That's dating.
Ouch. I didn't even know that.
Ooh, I can't knock him. I cannot knock him. And I am sure, I'm sure he done knocked up way more than her while they were together.
But it's Nia.
And I'm sure there's other coaches out there that's been on the radar doing the same thing. You're a head coach of an elite team. You're going to smash. If your players are smashing, you know you're smashing. It's by default. And he's a man. Everybody's not marriage material as being a man. Some people are wild to them, as viewed as on society. That's wrong. Me personally, I think he did what was natural. He did what he was supposed to do because that was a natural inclination within him. He's that man that's built, I need to conquer. I need to plant my stake in this piece of meat. I need to put my flag on that. And he did it, and he did it well.
Well.
So I have no qualms about him. I think he did what he's supposed to. I just feel bad that everybody's coming on his neck for doing what he's supposed to do.
Because
you want to sit there and put some prime steak
in
front of some type of some animal, some lion, some tiger. You don't think he ain't going to eat it?
It's Nia, bro.
Yes, I know. I've been following her since the guiding light.
Bro, it's funny, right? Because I was talking to my sister one day. She was like, yo, I always know you had a crush on Nia Long. I was like, why? Why you say that? She was like, because I mean, we was young, and I said something about her. She had too much grease on her lips or something. And you told, you told me off and said, well, you ain't as pretty as her anyway. I was like, what? I did all that as a kid? Oh my God.
You knew what you like. You knew what you like.
Now Brown said, I think the problem was he was banging one of the executive's wives. And see, that's the crazy part. He got caught on a Ring camera. That's how this whole thing got exposed.
Yeah.
A Ring camera. Like it never would even have been exposed. I mean, eventually it probably would have.
Wait a minute. It wasn't a Lee Alarm camera? I thought it was a Lee Alarm.
Because I would have turned him in then. He
cheated
me, bro.
By the way, that was a shameless plug. I'm just plugging. I'm plugging your itch, you know that.
but I think society was just hurt because it was Nia, bro.
Nah, man. No. Her or her sister some more. They both can get it, but they're still human. They both still human.
Oh man.
And other people, if you get it long enough, it's going to become boring, and you're gonna want something new and fresh. You can't keep chewing on the same chew toy forever. You need to go ahead and start getting a new chew toy.
B-More, how you feel about that whole situation? Like, I mean, it was doing it in house too, you know.
All up in that house.
I mean, I think you gotta have. I don't know. I ain't nobody really speak on it, but I say this. Your word is your bond, right? So I think when you move, you gotta move a certain way, right? If that's what you want to do, I would say something to Nia Long. I mean, we still don't know whether that was something that they agreed upon, like he could do that. But if you're gonna do that, then why touch somebody that would have a problem with it? You know what I mean? I think all parties should be consenting. You know what I mean? Of this,
right?
And so that way, I mean, at all, like. Especially when you know the repercussions could be huge. I kind of heard something. I don't know if it's true, but I also heard they didn't fire him because they being petty. They didn't fire him because if they fire him, they got to give him some money. They still own money, and then he could go get another job and make money. But then I also heard that like a part of that was if they suspend him for a year, he can't get no money.
Yeah.
So it's like when you in a position as a man when you put yourself in that position as a man, then bro, you messing up. You messing up.
Right.
Period.
Brown said Eric Benet cheated on Holly. I mean, yeah, it don't matter how bad you is. You're right. You know,
I mean,
No.
a couple do.
They
A
all
couple
get
do.
cheated
You know how it varies.
Holly,
everybody cheated on her, huh?
Everybody.
Holly.
David
But I don't
Judge
even think people
pause
would give
on
her
it.
that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, if you
Yeah.
seen her in person, bro, you would not give her the accolades everybody else give her. Promise you that.
Really. I mean,
You think you would?
I mean, she older now. What's she like in her almost in her 60s now?
All right, put her in her prime. Put her in her prime.
I thought she was
She
pretty
wa-
back then.
Pretty. That's it. What else you
Yeah.
got?
I mean, what else is there? I, mean, I don't know. I mean, now you saying you comparing her against other women at that time?
Yo,
you talking about?
No. I'm saying if you see, I think everybody's like, yo, she's the pinnacle of everything, beauty, for years upon years, right? And yes, I will never say that she's not beautiful. She's definitely a beautiful woman, right? But
Right.
I think if most men seen her in the streets, I'll speak for black men, because black men, we like voluptuous women. She ain't got nothing else. She pretty, yeah, but I think most men would be like,
Oh, that's where you going with it. Okay.
yeah.
Now, she can still
So
get
to
it.
put her as the what you say?
He said
Nah,
she can still get it.
Yeah, I mean,
He said, I mean,
ain't nobody saying that, but
Yeah. But yeah, it's a messy situation. I felt bad too because TMZ was following the she had went grocery shopping.
yeah, I saw that.
You saw that she walking with her son, they all in her face,
Yeah.
asking her, "Are you going to forgive him?" All that.
Yeah.
Leave that woman alone.
And the thing is, that's their child together.
Yeah.
And TMZ is following her and the child while TMZ is asking these questions.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's a time and place. I know y'all trying to break stuff and break the
Yeah.
news and all. Come on, bro.
was that TMZ?
Yeah, it
Or
was
was
TMZ.
it just
It was
some type
TMZ.
of
It was
yeah,
TMZ.
that's just crazy. They too big. They don't even need to break stuff. They
Nah.
too big. They don't even need to be right there. And that's why I ain't even mad at like they got this video of Kanye cussing out some paparazzi. Like they out front of his house. Like 4 a.m. or something. I'm just like, bro, you ain't got no chill. Like, if you gonna do it, at least do it from a distance. Like, oh, I got a picture of Kanye coming out the house, but nah, they want to get up there and ask some questions.
Yeah,
Almost in his driveway. I'm just like, bro, come on.
But I do like when the TMZ do asked her, "Are you gonna forgive me?" And she was like, "Ta!" Like, yo, she gave him like the please,
Yeah.
please. It's a risk.
Even
mean,
if
she
she
does-
was,
She does need somebody to wash her car, but you know what I'm saying? But still, other than that, I mean, it was the wrong place, wrong time to be asking
It
that
was.
question. You know what I mean?
It
In front of their son, like, come on, bro. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's no respect. No, I couldn't. I don't know how celebrities do it, honestly. You know, we'll find out one day. But,
Come with that price tag.
It do. It really do. Felt bad for her. But
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, can I say something before y'all do our final thoughts and everything?
Sure.
I know we're running late on time. I
Mhm.
just want to personally and sincerely thank you brothers for being in my life.
Oh,
Y'all have influenced me so much and allowed me to open up and be me more so than I've ever been in my life. Now, I do have biological brothers. I love them dearly. But I want to say honestly and sincerely, I love y'all as if you all came out the same womb. And I want to thank y'all for being the men that you are and the husband that you are and the boyfriends that you are and the fathers that you all are. Because y'all admirations and y'all hardworking men and y'all destroy any type of stereotypes that they have on a black man. And I want to say that if you haven't heard it lately, you kings are appreciated.
appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate it, fam. Thanks, baby.
bro.
I mean,
Definitely, and same to you.
Absolutely.
Same to you.
It's mutual. It's mutual.
Absolutely.
You know? And it's crazy too because I see a meme where it says why do men have to have a podcast to vent or to have almost like an
outlet.
Yeah, outlet. And but why can't we? Why can't we?
Yeah.
Why can't we sit down and talk things out? And other men need to see this too. You know, just like you said, it opens you up. It's a lot of people that don't open up, you know? So it's dope to be able to sit down and talk to like-minded people. And sometimes not like-minded people, but we able still to talk it out and hash it out. And we still brothers at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, I've said it before, man. I got way more out of this than I thought. Way more out of this than I thought I would, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely. But before we go, there's something going down this 70s battle. I don't know why. Yo, deep dog. This boy B More swear up and down he about to beat me in this 70s battle.
Yo, when y'all doing this thing, man? Like when y'all doing this thing?
I can't wait.
We can do it tonight. I'm ready right now. I'm ready right
Let's
now.
go to bed.
I'm ready right now.
Listen. Let's set first weekend in November. How about that? Or you let me know what your schedule is.
Let's do it right now. Right now. Let's do it. Set it up.
Okay. Well, I mean, you let me know, B More. I would say first or second.
You said
because I don't know if you work that weekend. I don't know if you work that weekend. That's why I said
don't want to be inconsiderate of your time.
Okay. You know what?
So
did you hear this, Troy?
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I don't like this dude right now. I really don't. All right, so
hey man, he's thinking about your feelings, Carl. Carl Thomas is thinking about your feelings, your emotions. You know what I mean?
All right. First 70s R&B slow jam battle. We're gonna take it back in the day. We're gonna bring the crates out on them. You know, it should be interesting. So watch for the build up. We got what? So we go for the first week of November. We got 3 weeks for the build up, for the promotions of it.
It's gonna be murder is what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be murder.
Y'all better have an ambulance on standby.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh wow.
Bro,
SVU got the SVU on the scut.
Wow.
I'm telling you, bro, what Troy did to you ain't nothing. Ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nothing.
That's my guy.
Yo, after this battle, nobody is gonna want to battle me ever.
This is what we doing.
That's my guy.
This is what we doing. Okay. All right. Okay. Should be interesting.
Yeah.
We're
gonna
these
have
videos
fun,
turning up to
fun.
it's gonna be awesome.
Just wait. Yes. I got something coming.
Yes.
I got something in the works.
Yes. Oh yeah. Me too. The rebuttal is gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right,
so look for it first week in November. I don't know. I say first week, so we'll go from there. We'll pick the set date.
What weekend I'm working? I don't know what day. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out the day, all that stuff, and we'll get it to y'all.
Yeah,
as soon as we can.
For sure.
Can't wait.
Interesting. Yeah. But on that note, we about to be out. It's been real, fellas. Thanks for everybody for listening, and we'll catch y'all again.
Unconditional love, brother.
For sure.